All right, you guys, I'm back. It is 1:44 on the clock, so that was very intentional. You got soulmates in reverse and conflict. Okay, so there's conflict going on between individuals who are in karmic arrangements and karmic arrangements and dynamics and connections. Okay, it is inevitable. Okay, for some type of conflict to break out for these people to turn on each other because they're not meant to be together. These are people who are not meant to connect, or at least they're not supposed to remain connected. Okay, so somebody could have been in denial about this. Maybe you were in denial. Okay, I don't know, but we'll get into it. Okay. hmm You got clashing differences and incompatibility. So somebody's in conflict with somebody because they're incompatible. Okay. The Oracle and the High Priestess. So I'm on point with that. Okay. Hmm.
Let's see. Clarify this conflict with these karmic soulmates. So something about lust here, okay? So any type of connections here, okay, based in lust or something like that. These people are currently turning on each other, or it's inevitable. You know, listen. So this could just be confirmation for somebody that's gonna watch this. But honestly, throughout history, it's the same old shit. The same ass shit play out, right? Like it's just lust. It's just lust. Some of you guys can even feel like a connection you have with somebody. You could be viewing it like, okay, maybe it was just lust, maybe it was just sex, maybe it was just infatuation or physical attraction or something like that. Somebody could have been misguided or misdirected or misled away from you because they were convinced that that's all it was between y'all, that it was just sex, it was just lustful, it was just lust based, okay? Mm-hmm. Confirmation though. Trauma bond. Trauma bond. So soulmates in reverse, conflict, snack, and trauma bond. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. You got divine feminine in the reverse. Ugh. Bitch. So somebody is trying to break away or escape some type of toxic trauma bond with somebody here. Now y'all know soulmates can even be like family or something like that too. Like there's something about an incentive um associated, which is why something extended as long as it did. Like I'll tell y'all this. Imagine being somebody who really is pure in heart. Of course you're gonna love your family, right? Of course you love your loved ones. But if they're trauma bonding you, if they're constantly creating conflict, clashing with you, there's an obvious incompatibility. They're choosing not to work with you, but to work against you. They're being a bitch to you, right? You have to see it for what it is, okay, and release it. It's a trauma bond, right? So some of you guys could have really been tied like to some karmic family, like for a very very long time because it's your family. Like you know how people and not all families are like this, but for some of us, we do have karmic family, right? So with that being said, how people try to make it seem like, oh, but that's still your family. Clarity, that's still your family. You shouldn't not talk to your family. You shouldn't abandon your family. Da, 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 da. But if it's not love, okay, these people are not loving you. They don't love you. Like, okay, so you could have been conflicted about severing some type of cords here, okay, with some energies who traumatized you, who had you in some type of karmic loop, or like where this energy would express itself through other people, like throughout your path and stuff like that, for the simple fact that you kept the cord intact with them because they're your family or because y'all have some type of history, okay? Yeah, but this was a strong illusion, okay? Yeah, you got clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. Yeah, because you're a star seed. confirmation, starseed, and loyalty. And look what's sticking out. Releasing. So you were loyal to a fault. You were loyal to people who were looking at you like calling you a bitch underneath their breath behind the scenes. Okay, treating you like an enemy, orchestrating to traumatize you, gaslight you, try to get under your skin. Okay, trying to get in your head about how you perceive yourself, trying to bring you down a notch. That type of shit. Being a bitch to you, but playing like acting sweet. Okay, possibly in front of others, but being a bitch to you behind closed doors, traumatizing you behind closed doors. Okay, with the soulmate in reverse and conflict in the upright. So there was some type of clarity. There was something that you saw, that you recognized a long time ago. But because you are the star seed energy, because you're a loyal hearted person, right? Look at all these cards. You got clarity, high priestess, the oracle, and star seed. You remain loyal to people mm, who are literally setting you back. Okay. What was energy on? I just saw a second chance. Somebody could want a second chance with you because your loyalty is unmatched. Okay. One day, triggered. What was this other card? You got black squares. Somebody could be feeling empty. Okay, or I don't know. Like somebody could be feeling a sense of emptiness or feeling like some type of void. Okay, it's something about you feeling a void. You got the death card here. Damn. Death. You put a death to something here. You put an end to something. You finally allow something to die. Something that was meant to die. Like this is. So again, I mentioned this before a few days ago when I was talking about till death do us part, but that's not always associated with an actual death. Okay, it just represents an ending. With this red flag energy here, and you got perspective. Okay, listen. First of all of these cards are crossing. If this is not confirmation, look at this. You got perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace, exhaustion, depletion, drain, long journey, Eight of Cups, and then you got jealousy. All these cards are crossing. Like there's something about you being conflicted about needing to sever cords. Okay, needing to sever cords with some people here. I'm telling you, this is we'll, if family don't come out right. Look, Five of Pentacles is here as well. There's something about some confusion around you having the proper perspective when it comes to some jealous, bitchy, trauma bonding energy. It's like who are constantly creating conflict in your life, okay? Or was being combative, like to how different you are, trying to make it seem like your differences is inconveniencing or problematic or something's wrong with you. Okay, trying to convince you that this is, something's wrong with you. Okay? Let me tell you something. So I remember I used to be told often by a Scorpio and a Capricorn. I used to be told often, oh, you wear your heart on your sleeves and stuff like that. You're not strong like us because you're too emotional and stuff like that. When in actuality, they would tell me that whenever I did want to talk about things or address things, address the elephant in the room, or lift up the rug, like, hey, can we talk about this shit that's put under the rug? Right? But they would reverse psychology that shit and make it seem like something, I was too emotional because I was intuitive, because I was bold and courageous enough to talk about the things that are keeping these problems or keeping the issues alive. Okay, so there's something about that resonating with you. Okay, now as I matured, um, I realized that it wasn't the fact that they were stronger than me because I quote unquote wore my emotions on my sleeves. These were people who were constantly suppressing their emotions, like constantly suppressing their truth just to cope, just to get along. You get what I'm saying? So in actuality, it was actually them who were weak. It was actually them who were not strong or as strong as me. Okay, so there's something about that that's significant. Okay, yeah. There's something about and I say this often too. The things that generally trigger people, like especially when it comes to attention or revoking attention, this is not a tactic that can work on you anymore. Okay, and this is posing like some type of problem. Like this is problematic. Meanwhile, on the other side of this, okay, somebody is admiring your boundaries. Somebody is actually inspired by your boundaries. This could be somebody who wants some type of commitment with you. Confirmation because you got commitment, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles. Mm. I just, and you, did I say family coming, bro? Family. That's crazy. So you definitely play some type of boundaries with family, or somebody is placing boundaries with family, okay? Or you're manifesting a commitment or commitments where people have placed boundaries like with karmic family or karmic people in their lives, like people who get it because they lived it, okay? Yeah, there's definitely a separation or severance from people who want to keep some type of trauma bond or some type of traumatic cycle alive, okay? People who choose to embrace some type of dishonesty or that's still in that old tired as mentality of just like, oh, what happens in the family should look abandoned. What happens in the family should stay in the family. Da, 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 da. Yeah, so you're abandoning connections like this. You got left out, walked away in cold. Okay. Now the last video I just did with my phones, the release card had came out, and I also talked about letting go and walking away. Okay. So you could be coming over. These people could be trying to paint you as somebody that's being cold, somebody that's being selfish, inconsiderate. Um, you got trapped here. So these are energies who fell into some type of trap that was created for you, okay? And it has something to do with foundation, some type of foundation, okay? Inheritance. Um, hmm. You got established family security. So you understood that in order for you to really reap the foundation that you want, like these are people who are constantly disrupting your ability to gain some type of foundation, or they kept trying to interrupt it, or they kept trying to curse it, okay, or create some type of misfortune for you. So there's something about you embodying this Queen of Pentacles energy, you being somebody that's like very grounded with your body, your lifestyle, like you're very health conscious when it comes to this, the psychology of things, when it comes to energy work, um, emotional discipline, emotional competence and intelligence, okay, and higher spiritual knowledge and awareness. Like this is what you embody, okay? Yeah. So the way that I'm getting this is you had to abandon jealous family, okay? People who expose you to trauma, who was refusing to heal that trauma wound within themselves, and so it's almost like reopening the wound for you because you was actually doing the work. So this is like not even personal. It's not even personal. Like this is heavy projection. Like this is nothing different from what they were already doing. Okay, projecting their trauma, projecting their lack of healing onto you, trying to blame you, okay, for shit because you are healing, because you are speaking the truth, because you are shedding light on things that's well, the truth sets you free. Like there's something about you being determined to free yourself even if they choose to remain in prison. Like you refuse to remain trapped. You refuse to remain trapped, okay? And now these people could be calling you all type of bitches and everything. You got stuck, tied down, and captive. So you got some people that's feeling trapped because you abandoned something with them, or you abandoned them, and even like using the word abandon, like this is definitely like somebody playing victim, because what really happened is that you put up some type of strong boundaries with these people. That's what actually happened. These are people who could have abandoned you or could have used some type of gaslighting, love bombing, narcissistic abandoning tactics with you to keep you trapped in your head, or you trapped in uh this stronghold, like this confusing perspective about severing a cord with these people. Now, again, you're gonna always have people who they just don't get it. They're not as enlightened. They're not as aware. They're not as spiritually responsible, or it's just simply not their walk. It's simply not their path. It's simply not their reality. Okay, when it comes to dealing with karmic family, okay, or other people's karmic family or family like environments, like you not tolerating that shit anymore. Like it's given like on the outside is family, but behind closed doors is war. Yeah, nah. You got thinking. These individuals could be heavily thinking about you, okay, missing you, craving you, desiring your energy, okay? Heavy emphasis on energy, okay? You got pain. So somebody's in pain, thinking of you, missing you. So you got return, lusting, influences, attachments, third parties, fears, forbidden. Yeah, nah. Mm-mm. So, and you got mistakes here. What I'm getting is that it was painful for you to have to place these boundaries with certain people here. It was painful for you to have to sever cords with people that you love. Okay, like I had shared this post about Taurus, and it was like a fill in the blank, and I said something on the lines of, which I was already meditating on this today. I said something on the lines of, I refuse to love anybody at my own expense. And the reason why I can say that is because I've lived that so many times, like loving somebody else at my own expense. And I'm done with that. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. Why? Because it's at my expense. It's like, what am I getting out of that? You know what I'm saying? So you guys could be in that energy. And these are people who are trying to play victim. But again, this ain't nothing new. You got distracted, sidetracked, delays. This is the reality of what they were causing in your life. As long as you did not sever that cord, pretending like everything is fine, you know they stabbing you in your back. Well, you know they have every intention like to hold you down. I don't mean like hold you. I don't mean hold you down. Okay, in the sense of supporting you and securing you, wanting you to be safe, and oh, they're always gonna be there for you. But no, this is like holding you back, trying to sidetrack you, delay you. Okay, change your mind. Okay, change your whatever this pursuit is, some type of aspirations that you have. Okay, like this is giving like trying to wear you down so that you give up on your hopes and your dreams. You got clinging and silence. So these are energies who were clinging onto your energy. Some energies that you went silent with. Okay, and you know what's crazy? Like these people been showed you everything that you needed to do, like to really like conquer them or conquer what works through them. These are people who weaponize silence with you. These are people who weaponize emotional abandonment or abandonment overall. These are people who would inflict pain upon you, even if it is, verbal, non-verbal, or non-physical, right? You got holding on, obsessing, and spying, silence, frozen, no words, stonewall. These are people who even would stonewall you. Now they're in sorrow because you're you're stonewalling them. This could be people who trying to call you narcissistic, but they're the narcissists. Okay. They showed you how to treat them, or they showed you how to escape something here. Okay? You got the Fool card. So there's something about a new beginning for you, or something about you going at something, like taking some type of leap of faith away from these people. Um, or away from a particular person here who was trying to use that push and pull tactic with you, that was trying to use that, oh, if they abandon you, like you would chase them or something like that, and then they would trap you. Now in the last video, you had chasing in the reverse. Okay, triggered. So they're triggered. Somebody's triggered because they want a second chance. A second chance to do it. You got intuition, the moon card, and second chance. So there's something about you trusting your inner knowing when it comes to people wanting to reconcile with you or something like that. When it comes to reconciliation with anybody, okay, who has inflicted some type of trauma, or they contributed to some type of trauma opposed to contributing to healing for you. Um, you're just in this energy of being more responsible with your intuition, okay, with the things that are hidden, things in the dark, okay, hidden intentions here, okay. You got curse in reverse, so you broke some type of curse by doing so, or this is how you was able to successfully break some type of curse here. This curse could involve some type of hopelessness. You got hopelessness in the reverse, sinking, despair, and falling apart in the reverse, curse in the reverse, okay, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. This is also reversing. This energy has reversed, has returned as well. Okay, these people could be trying to hide this. Yeah, I'm being guided. But yep, Six of Cups, people in the past. Hoping. We got hoping and Six of Cups. Hoping, so expecting, faith, and manifesting. These are people who are trying to manifest your return. Okay? Manifest your return, or manifest some type of reconciliation or an opportunity. A twin flame. So there's a twin flame here. Okay, trying to manifest, or somebody's trying to have faith in something here. Now, the whole beginning of this video is talking about people where you stayed attached to something longer than necessary, okay? Because you're a loyal-hearted person, because you were sincere in the dynamic, but it's like something about you being in denial, maybe, okay, and remaining accessible to someone or some energies far too long, and they were sidetracking your progress as a result, okay? And now it's like there's some, so you've officially severed some type of cord here. And again, I know personally for me, the hardest cord to sever would be with somebody like my parents, or, somebody that I really, really love, you get what I'm saying, where I have the higher wisdom to understand that it's not them, it's what they're allowing to possess their vessel to work against me. And people can look, it's just self-care. It's you being responsible with taking care of yourself, bro. Listen, one of the main conflicts growing up in the church and stuff like that, and the type of understanding that God will give me, and the way God will open my eyes to certain scriptures and stuff like that, like, these are people who could be trying to demonize how you're going about something, or your perception, and how you're choosing to be silent, to cut them off, or to maintain some type of distance, okay? But the Bible talks about how the mother would turn against the daughter, the father would turn against the son, and all of this. And a lot of people talk about, oh, you're supposed to obey your parents, okay? But the complete scripture says, parents, do not provoke your children. Everybody always leave that part of the scripture out, but that is a part of that scripture. Yes, children obey your parents, but parents don't provoke your children. It's like, whatever this is that these people are bitter about or upset about, none of this would have occurred if you weren't provoked. Unicorn here, self-care, unicorn, and legends, the same energy that came out yesterday. So it's almost like this is Like this is shocking because they know how loyal you are. They know that you're always that solution oriented person. Okay, and you're still that loyal hearted person. You're still that solution oriented person where it's welcome, where people are receptive, where people are open to it. Four Wands. Okay, this is what keeps you stable here. Confirmation with the Nine of Pentacles. This is how you're able to maintain some type of stability. This is why you're still protected. This is why something is still growing for you. So somebody wanted to make you feel like some type of stance that you're taking is actually going to cause like some type of downgrade for you, but the opposite is happening. The opposite is happening. It's like in the last video, and it was talking about your energy is irreplaceable. Okay, you're rare, you're unique, you're original. And how the other card came out, no, this marriage has no healthy growth or no positive movement. So this it really just crossed my mind. Like, I want to say there is like biblical language that talks about like that uses marriage when it comes to being married to the divine. Okay, but what I also heard was people who marry themselves to a devil, to Satan, or to devils through people. Okay, whom they're in denial, whom they are in denial about. People who have sidetracked them, who have caused delays for them, even if they did love, even if they do love these people. Confirmation, man. Look at this. Empath and simp. I don't know why I'm hearing wild thoughts. And that's the thing. Like, lust is not lust is not enough to keep you around. Greed is not enough to keep you around. Materialism, being fleshy and shit, is not enough for you to stay attached. Okay, like, and I already seen the depth card. Shallow, shallow. Right after I just said that. Hollow, empty, and boredom. I don't know. So some of you guys could be fans of Phineas and Ferb. Oh my god, I didn't see that in so long. But I just thought about the episode. Look, Ten of Pentacles. I just thought about the episode where the dad was being lured, and he was like, "Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy." Was that Phineas and Ferb or was that Family Guy? It's one of them. But there's something about little sweet nothings to distract you, to have you in a daze, while they feed off your energy, or while they drain you. There's a lot of people that are caught in dynamics like this. You guys are embodying like this legendary energy because a legend is set apart in a big way, and not only set apart, but you have a strong impact and influence. So, Lord, somebody could have Jamaican or Caribbean ancestors, or you could be Caribbean, something like that. Bitterness. So you got the Sun card, Two of Cups, bitterness, Seven of Wands. So they're bitter because you're protecting yourself from these draining type of connections so that you can manifest and align with Two of Cups, like healthy connection and upright. Maybe somebody it's definitely like energy's trying to wait you out as well. With this bluff energy, pretending, mask, exaggerate, or trying to make it seem like you're over exaggerating how they showed up in your life consecutively. And here's depth again. I'm telling you, like somebody wants you to put an end to some type of severance, some type of separation here. You got distance in the reverse, lusting in return, and you're just refusing. No, like why would I? I'm cool. I'm hearing that song. Um, really sure something feel the rain on your skin. No one else can do it for you. Only you can let it in. And I'm also hearing the song. You stopped me at a corner. Swear you hit me like a vision. I wasn't expecting. But who am I to tell fate what is my damn, I used to love that song. I forget the words. Stop me at a corner. Swear you hit me like a vision. I wasn't expecting. But who am I to tell fate where it's supposed to go today? Don't you? You might miss it. See, we gotta run to this, love it or leave it. You find it, you keep it. Is it every day you get the chance to say, oh, this is how it starts. Light as star. It goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, it could be the stars falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. So you're shining. You're okay. Confirmation, because I was hearing shining earlier in the first video. I was hearing Beyonce was like shining, 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 yeah, all this winning, I'm losing. Somebody's losing their mind because you're winning. Like there's all of this winning. Like they feel like you keep winning at something. Some of you guys like could have been like a high achiever since you were a child. Okay, there's something about things not adding up or not making sense when it comes to your progress, and it has like you always had like some type of suspicion surrounding being connected to certain people, or like you needing to, or there's something about you being on high alert when somebody's being weird because of something that you share with them, something that you're excited about, or something that involves some type of depth and stuff like that, and how that kind of alerting you to, okay, I need to minimize what I share with this person. I should probably reduce the amount of time I spend with this person. And it seems like every time I share this particular detail or these particular details with this particular person, something goes wrong, or there's some type of side track, some type of delay or distraction. So you guys literally just eliminated that. You stopped doing that. You went silent. Okay, you went silent. It's literally like somebody was trying to siphon your blessings like before it fully comes in, or something to do with your healing. You got healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing, and then you got laying back. And I'm hearing little Chris. He's like, stand up. Ace of Cups. So there can be bitterness surrounding like how much you love yourself. Like your love, your self-love was enough. God's love is enough, okay? Even when these people kind of yo-yoing um, what you used to think was love for the simple fact of the soul ties or their relational position in your life. Cloudy judgment, confirmation. It says illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. Page of Swords and the Temperance. Tell me about this message here. Deadly women. Solomon, two mothers, one karmic, one divine. Case of the stolen child. Deadly women. That's crazy that those parts came out back in the day like that. Because the karmic mother. Okay, so the case of Solomon and the two mothers in the Bible talks about when, of course, Solomon was a judge and he was approached with these two mothers who went to court because they both had babies similar in age. They went to sleep, woke up. One of the mothers, her baby was dead. She swapped her baby out with the baby that was still living. Okay, that belonged to the other mother, and she was trying to claim that it was her baby. And Solomon, in his wisdom, he was able to find out the truth because he just said, okay, well, since I can't get no clear answer of who the mother is, supposedly, he asked one of his guards to bring his machete. And he said that, how about we just slice the baby down the middle and just both give y'all both a half of the baby? Now, clearly, he was not going to do that, but with his authority and stuff like that, they believed that he would do that. Um, Major life shift. And before I even finish that, because with making proper righteous judgment, sometimes whatever those judgments may not be in favor of the karmic individual. It could be harsh. Like I'm even seeing Archangel Michael. Like when Archangel Michael go to war. Okay, like it can get real ruthless, with divine angels. Okay, when they're warring on behalf of the divine. Okay, or divine beings, the anointed ones. It can get real. It can get real ruthless, right? Um, but he was able to get the truth because the karmic mother, she was like, okay, that's fine. Let's kill her baby too, since my baby dead. Right? She ain't say that, but she was like, okay, that's fine. We can take both half of the baby. And the true mother of the child was like, please don't sever, or please don't kill him. She can have him. Just let him stay alive. That's how he was able to find out who was really the mother. So there's about something about your sweetheartedness, okay, that's revealing or exposing like some type of truth here, or it's creating some type of conflict with some type of claim over like some type of inheritance, claim over your energy or something like that. Like the way that you went about something, or the way that you responded to something, revealed your innocence or revealed your divinity. Manipulative and genuine ulterior motive. So this makes me it says God is being strategic and fooling your enemies into thinking their spells are working. So again, it reminds me of somebody being lured, okay, into a trap by little sweet nothings. Like this could have been like how these people were able to remain attached to your energy, or reattaching themselves to your energy. This could be anybody. This could be anybody, okay, who was on demon time, okay, or switched up and decided to be on demon time. Okay, there's something about manipulative generosity. Okay, like gifting you something to convince you that you're safe, or convince you to give or pour into somebody or something like that, or to let your guard down so that they can feed off your energy. Okay, or arrange some type of scheme or whatever uh, to drain you emotionally or throw you off emotionally so they can feed off of that. Okay, yeah, but it's giving you being 10 steps ahead with the high priestess, the oracle, and the moon card out here. Okay, because God and you was being strategic and fooling you, and so this could be something you do often. Like you move strategic in a sense of fooling your enemies into thinking that their spells are working, or the divine appears. The divine, it's like confuses these people by making it appear that way. You got hidden depression, despair, and I still must show up. These are people, who are depressed and despair. And like I said earlier, they're trying to hide it. Yeah, because somebody wants to talk to you. You got debt free and unexpected changes. So I feel like this debt free energy applies to some type of toxic cords that was putting you in debt. Okay, whether mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever. And now you're experiencing some type of unexpected changes or pathology. Oh my god, pathology. Somebody was banking on how you did something for a long time, or you being stuck, or you being confused, like about their true intentions in your life, just because that's your auntie, just because that's your brother, just because that's your mama, just because y'all go way back. Like somebody was banking on this type of pathology. Okay, and honestly, I feel like this is a pathology of you putting other people first, or putting other people ahead of you, or you being available for somebody or somebody that you love at your expense. Like you're not doing that anymore. It says lying makes them feel safe, powerful, and in control. Okay, when they were younger, like so, this could be like again something that was established like within you at a young age. Okay, this even be somebody acting out of this energy, like this lying makes them feel safe, powerful, and control because of something that happened when they were younger. This could be why they have this pathology, like why they move this way. Okay, something about winter could be significant. December, January, February. You got 2 weeks to be your partner. You can feel like somebody is too weak to be your partner. Okay, because of some type of pathology that they haven't healed from or something that involves deception, dishonesty, lying, or feeling like that's what makes them safe, that's what makes them feel powerful, or that's how they regain control in a situation. You feel like this person is too weak to be your partner. Okay, so you put a death to some shit. And honestly, like with more, that's multiple bodies. So this could be multiple individuals who you feel like is just too weak to be in partnership with you, too weak to be in a connection with you because of their envy, because of their jealousy, because of unnecessary competition and comparison, because of them refusing to heal or hold themselves accountable or even acknowledge how they are wrong. Okay, like refusing to grow. Like it's something about you just adding it. Okay, well, just letting it die, not giving it life anymore. Okay, so you realize somebody could be a Virgo. This could be a Virgo. You you got hate and toxic sex. Lord, somebody could be in a karmic loop of this hate, toxic sex type of dynamic here. This could be why you perceive somebody as too weak, or why somebody is too weak to be your partner for some of you. Okay, or people who only high frequency relationships allow confirmation, or people. Okay, earlier in this video, it says soulmates reverse, conflict in the upright, snack, and abandon. And what I was getting from that, like, it's inevitable for unequally yoked connections, for these people to eventually turn on each other and stuff like that. Um, there's something about you taking like preventative measures or like preventative actions, or you even studying pathology, studying psychology, you just being like very observant, or you doing the research like about why these people show up the way that they do, why you respond and react and cope the way that you do. But really paying attention to something that's repetitive, something that keeps repeating. Um, yeah. But like I was saying, a lot of times, like these people, these karmic connections, they stay involved with each other because of like some type of incentive, which could be sex, but they can be toxic with each other. They can hate each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, uh, it's like confusing. It's like mixing the signals when it comes to positive and negative reinforcement in the brain, right? When it comes to confusing somebody's reward system in their psyche, right? So you broke out of this, okay, or something like that. You're free from this energy. Anybody who refuse to like acknowledge that or try to downplay you trying to give them insight on that, it's like, okay, you're just perceiving these people as too weak. You feel me? Like to really be or go where you're going at that moment. Okay. Only high frequency relationships allowed. And that's fair. That's what's fair. More wisdom. These are people who need more wisdom. It says, there is something you are not doing or releasing that you are receiving delay. And this is talking about these individuals here. There is something that they are not doing or releasing that is creating some type of delay in their lives. Okay? And it's because they're not severing ties with these toxic dynamics. Hmm. There's something significant about resisting toxic cravings um, or shedding things when you sever ties with particular people that triggered toxic coping mechanisms. Now, I was hearing this the other day. For some of you guys who are celibate and you're like content in your celibacy and stuff like that, there's a connection with you not being around certain people or you not connecting with particular people anymore, okay, that was connected to some type of trauma. And the reason why you're so comfortably celibate is because your innocence were what was disrupted. It's like if you had not been connected to some type of karmic family members, some type of karmic friends, a community, or something like that, if you hadn't been exposed to certain shit, it's like your innocence would have remained intact. This is why you're returning to some type of innocence, and this could have affected like a lot of things in your life, like, and it made you susceptible to like ugly spells and all these different kinds of attacks and people attacking your appearance and stuff like that, attacking your self-esteem and shit. It's like heavy projection. Heavy projection. Okay. It says, are you a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare? Because I was even so some of you guys definitely have you got mental warrior, able to war with enemies via thought, able to defend via thought and visualization. Some of you guys had there was this energy of trying to isolate you or have you be overlooked, rejected, or send you energies that you wouldn't be attracted to or that you don't find appealing and stuff like that. Um, and the results that they were hoping for, like for you to settle, for you to submit to like um this pathology, like this toxic arrangement of just fucking just to be fucking, like just to get a nut or something like that, or just to distract yourself like from life instead of like doing your shadow work of facing life head on, facing yourself, sitting with your thoughts and stuff. Um, but what actually happened is that who you are at your core, you're pure hearted, you're innocent. You could be somebody that's always detoxing in different ways. And so this didn't work because you're inclined towards keeping yourself sacred, keeping, you know, having some type of boundaries around what you choose to give yourself to and stuff like that. Like, hmm. And like I've been saying on the last videos, like there's something about you looking better than ever now. Like you retrieving all of your energy as a result, like from these people, like who were all taking a portion from your energy, or where you were vulnerable for them to manipulate your energy. Okay, yeah, you revoke all that access. Like there's something about you just severing cords with all people, like in the name of fully securing your energy and having authority over your energy, your power overall. Now there's some energies that's trembling with fear and guilt. You got binding spell in private and word trickery, confirmation. These were people who were binding, you were trying to bind your energy in private, okay, through some type of word trickery, tricking you. So, like I said, something about little sweet nothings and or something about little trinkets or little incentives or using their position, their relationship position in your life or traditional beliefs and stuff like that to keep you confined to the very thing that was destroying you. It says you are being brought up in conversations unknowingly. Their love and appreciation for you is growing. You see this? There's something about people getting caught up in this mess, okay? Failure to obey the voice of God. There's something about some people who fail to obey the voice of God in a situation, being like convicted in spirit, like being under reproach. Like somebody could be remorseful. Their love and their appreciation for you is growing because of your absence. It has a lot to do with your absence or you pulling your energy all the way back, taking back whatever came with your energy, okay, and letting them experience life the way it was prior to you or without you, okay. This could be why somebody's siblings, this could be why your siblings, okay, this is why, this could be why your siblings don't fuck with you. Because something about them failing to obey the voice of God and you being this mental warrior, able to war with enemies via thought, able to defend via thought and visualization, okay. Choosing to break some type of pathology here or be set apart and refusing to remain or attach yourself to toxic connections. If somebody was creating like some type of fake profiles and stuff like that, there's something about them deleting it or getting rid of it now. Someone who lies a lot. This is somebody who must unexpectedly pay back money, or these are people who must unexpectedly pay back whatever they've stolen from you or manipulated from you. This could just be happening globally with humanity here in the purge. And you got pigs. Now I know there's pig lovers out there and shit, but when I think about pigs, I think about people who roll in their own filth and who will eat another pig. They'll eat each other when they're desperate. Okay, when they're in this energy of starvation and desperation and gluttonous, like gluttony. You know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely some type of global purge going on in humanity, involving okay, also we have to be content whenever karmics separate us from other karmics, okay, or turn someone karmic or turn some. It's like karmic energies ultimately help divine beings, right? Um, they help expose the toxicity. Like, now I just got done saying, you know, pigs, they ultimately will eat each other, right? To survive, to thrive. Um, these are people who are part of this karma and this backfire. They're taking each other out. And this ain't nothing new. This has been going on forever. This is something that will continue to happen. It's just a matter of you getting out of the way. You getting out of the way. You taking what's yours and moving out of the way. Okay? And allow things to unfold how it's inevitably going to unfold. So the purge that happens with these people taking each other out, it happens with you purging them from your life first and you purging them from your energy. But you know what's crazy? Like, some of these people are people who call themselves like leaving you to the wolves and shit. You feel me? Like, to fend for yourself. They didn't expect you to be able to do that, but it's like they can't even fend themselves for one another is what it's giving. Okay? Now, damn, this took a little minute to get clear. Like, this shit was cryptic as hell. So let's get to the heaven and hell oracle deck and see what come out. Because that's big. Purge humanity and pigs. And I'm gonna say it like I say it all the time. The truth sets you free, so deception puts you in bondage. The deception, the dishonesty is what causes one to fall into the grave. Okay? The truth is what provides that light and that clarity. So there's something suspicious about this pile of leaves. Let me just walk around it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality of a person who is authentic and embraces truth, okay, who honors the voice of God versus those who disobey the voice of God. It blinds them. Okay. It says, I hope no one loves you like you, stays in your life, no friend spells. There could be something significant about somebody using a fake profile, like to try to defame you so that no one will love you, no one will like you, or stay in your life, or this is just simply the spells that they were doing. Somebody who, it says, copying your hairstyle, your dress code, your aspirations, and your interests. Okay. More. This person could be passing away or could have passed away. Or this could be somebody who's possessed. Well, there's more energy here. And pigs, passive aggressive. So you're so intuitively inclined that even when people are being passive aggressive or this is supposed to remain unseen, unknown, like you still pick up on it even when people are trying to make you feel like, oh, you're over exaggerating and they're trying to sidetrack you from moving accordingly. Like, you still honor the voice of God above theirs, okay? And you're moving accordingly. And so something that they try to carry out, like, this is why they can't carry these things out. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It never prospers because you actually honor your intuition, you honor the voice of God, fortune and fame. Okay, and this is what's leading you or creating, contributing to some type of fortune and fame. Okay, clearly, because if you just out here all green and naive and shit and letting people be God for you in your mind instead of letting God be God and trusting yourself, what ends up happening is going to put you or lead you in a state of some type of misfortune, okay? Or people trying to defame your energy. Tell me more about this passive aggressive energy here. What's up with this person? Oh. So in the last video, there's something about somebody who puts up a luxurious display to ward off suspicion. You have luxury here. And this is the demon. Okay? All my cards are upright, by the way. All the angels on top. That's why I responded like that, like how it flipped. Like somebody could be 48, first 48, fortune and fame. This is somebody who wanted you dead. Somebody was literally trying to orchestrate for you to be killed or murdered, or like it's somebody who wants you dead. With more here, more passive aggressive, copying your aspiration, your interest, trying to delete you so they can repeat you, so they can be you. Like that's what it's giving. Slavery and bondage. Somebody could be 27. Something about the 27 could be significant. Somebody could be 56. Um, Something about the ninth month could be significant, or the ninth day. Something about the 12th December could be significant. What the fuck? November, winter months. November, December could be significant. October. So this is somebody who's enslaved, or they're trapped to some shit here. There's somebody who's in bondage. Okay. There's somebody who's binded themselves, or they've been binded like by your spirit team here. Okay. They're trying to harm you. Like you got fountain of wisdom. Fountain of wisdom, love, and submission. What is this over here? Universal medicine and divine comfort. So this is somebody who's envious of you having like this, you being a healer. Somebody's envious of your healing. Somebody's envious of you having this identity of a healer, or having that impact, having that effect and influence. This is somebody who makes people sick, literally. Okay, sick in the head, sick emotionally, physically sick, spiritually sick. This is somebody who carries this frequency of dis-ease. This is somebody who creates dis-ease and imbalance because this is where they are within themselves. Okay. This is somebody who's being purged out of people's lives, or people are purging them. Like people are perceiving them as ill, or passing around some type of illness. Like this could just even be like a mindset, or a curse. But you can have people who want to return to you for safety or protection or some shit, like for guidance on like how they can free themselves, with especially with this trembling, with guilt and fear. Okay, so these are people who are binded to whoever this person was, this person that wanted you dead. There's somebody who didn't want you to get some type of notoriety here, or positive notoriety, because of your wisdom, especially with this word trickery energy. Refuge and finding peace. Why? Because the divine beings are a strong tower. You got rectification. So somebody wants to rectify a situation with you, um, so they can benefit from your safety. Something about the comfort that you provide people, mentally and on a soul level. I asked, how is this person responding to these people purging them out of their lives? And yeah, see what just happened. But the card that didn't fall on the floor, it says mental force. So somebody was trying to force themselves like onto people like mentally or something like that. Or there could be people who are trying to force themselves like into your thoughts, like for you to think of them. Um, mental force. So that's how they're responding. This mental force could be arguments as well. Like it can be like somebody just being like hard headed, being difficult. Okay, you got creation of all things. I was about to say creating a scene or just being overly dramatic here. You got divine warriors. Oh, oops. Obedience. Hmm. So this is me talking about your obedience to your path or your obedience like to the divine here. Okay. You're this divine warrior. So someone can't overpower you because you're too strong mentally, okay? And you're embodying some type of divine grace here. So three of swords. Memories in reverse. Reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Yeah, no, you don't miss like there's too many negative um, memories here. And this is what's like kind of fueling like some type of stance that you're in. Okay. Yeah. But moving away, moving forward. Six of Swords. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to people not taking accountability, like for the pain that they've inflicted upon you and stuff like that. It's like that's yeah, some type of painful memories that were meant to pull you back or stagnate you is actually pushing you forward because you want to get away from it. You want to escape. Like you don't want that to continue to be your reality. And so the minute that you identify these traits in somebody, you move away quickly. Like you move away immediately. Like, yeah, nah, that's not, I don't want that. I don't want that. But for you, you're doing this accurately. Like you're actually valid. Like there's the lovers in the world and the King of Swords. And the reason why I emphasize, like, I wanted to say that specifically, because you know the energy of somebody self sabotaging or like pushing somebody away because they're reopening their heart to love. And you know the energy of, oh, somebody been hurt in the past, so they close themselves off to love, or they're not going to open themselves out. This is how they're going to be, da da da. And then they encounter somebody like you who has this universal medicinal effect, especially when it comes to love and submission. Um, they self sabotage out of fear of uh, how you have the capacity to like really, really hurt them. So you're not in that energy, but you are somebody who's no longer ignoring your intuition, okay, your senses, your clear cognizance. Like it's like you're fully steadfast in knowing who you are and knowing that you're multi-talented, knowing that you're multi-gifted. And unfortunately and fortunate, oh, look at the Empress over here chilling. There's something about you just staying out the way. Like, yo, the Empress way over here, all by herself, chilling. All right, you're distracting me. You gotta go. You're distracting me. I love you too. Mm, mm, mm. And I feel like this could like how I just had like that, almost like it was snatched out of my mind. I feel like if somebody is trying to like conjure up like low vibrational memories and stuff like to trigger you to um back into that solution oriented person or wanting to resolve things and stuff like that. It's like as quick as it hits you or as it come to your mind and you cry, you reflect, whatever. It's like it just as quick. Like it's gone. And again, you're no longer doubting your intuition, your claircognizance, meaning you can discern when it's you truly feeling some type of way or when it's somebody who's thinking about you, when it's somebody who's projecting onto you. Study to show thyself approved. So this is given like just um being overly attentive to your own life and your own path and patterns and your memories and like really learning it and studying it, recognizing pathologies, like really studying it. Like this is the most important diploma or certification or degree that you will ever obtain is mastering yourself. Like this is the level of your self-care. And I just heard that song, who am I? Them girls don't know. And we make love to precious. Anything she want, I will give it unto she. Yeah. Somebody's bitter about this. There's some people who have resentment towards you, who feels angry, okay, because of you embracing or you being somebody who gets these realizations about them and their true motives. Or you have these realizations and these epiphanies. You have this deep understanding, this awakening, like when it comes to people trying to force things into your mind, like people abusing like mental force. That's why that card came out. That's why this card came out. Hold on. Was it in this? Was it in this spread or the last one? There's a card that talks about how you're able to defend yourself mentally, like with thoughts and visualizations and shit. Like, so you were heavily subjected to some type of mental magic. Yeah, and then they would sit and wait and watch you. It's like, what the hell? Hey, leave that alone. Thank you. Sheesh. Possibilities, free spirited, adventure, and risk. Something about you exploring the possibilities of why you're reflecting on certain thoughts, why you're feeling certain emotions and stuff like that, right? Okay. Knowing the right prayers, knowing how to use your words for your highest good. Hey, 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 chill. Just chill. Thank you. some of you guys could be experiencing like clinginess. People like you, like your magnetism have increased now that you kind of severed like some type of fleas, like flea like energies, leech like energies, vampire like energies. But as a result, there could be something significant about like, let's say if you go to the gym or something, or you go somewhere, like something about people following you around, staring at you, going wherever you go, and you constantly like moving. Like every time you see them coming, like you go somewhere else, and you reroute, you change what you're gonna do, you change your route or something like that. Like I feel like this is how you're dodging. This is how you're dodging. These people trying to force themselves like into your mind, or like trying to regain access to your energy. And resistance. And I feel like this is you resisting like these people that's in this pretending, performative, wearing these masks, over exaggerating to be seen, and withdrawn. You're withdrawn from these fake ass energies, and you're resisting people who's in this energy. Okay, with mistakes here. I'm telling you, these people, somebody's playing victim now. You got misunderstood, victim, and lost soul, who wants you to give to them again. And who wants you to be confused about some type of decision, like to move away, okay? Or what you're gaining as a result. Damn. You gotta stay. These are people. So you gotta stay in your lane in the reverse. Like, God damn, like, oh Lord. You got the Emperor in the reverse, y'all. Love and gaslight. Yeah. So the most that came out in my written cards that I feel like relates to this Emperor in the reverse is manipulation. A lot of manipulation. Manipulation is somebody who lies in order to feel powerful or to gain control. Yeah, nah, it's like you're not confused by the shit. You've experienced it enough. Okay, you're not confused about it. Okay, King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, the World card. This cycle, you're not confused about what you need to move away from. Legend. It's something about you tapping into something, or yeah, tapping into some type of protection here from the past life. Okay, only you, and maybe it's only you. Maybe you're the only one in your family. Maybe you're the only one in some type of community. Maybe you're the only one around. Maybe you're going to be the only one to become some type of billionaire here. What the hell? Only you. It's giving God selecting something for you, like with the chariot energy, and these people trying to fight this shit out your hands, like trying to rip it away from you. But whatever this is, like it's only ordained for you. I've been getting a lot of this energy of people being in certain careers, doing certain things just for like the money, the luxury, the looks of it, but them not truly being ordained to do it. Like, and so they're not going to reap. Sometimes they're, Lord, this Empress energy over here, chilling, this set apart energy, okay, abundance from the divine. They're not going to reap this, and it don't matter what they thought they took from you. At the end of the day, you have more wisdom to know how to call your power, your energy back, to call judgment on people who have done some type of wrong to you or try to steal from you. Okay, try to manipulate your life, okay, manipulate your path. It's like, you're just far too advanced. It says able to maintain false facade on social media, but not in real life, especially not in the presence of a true divine soul. Okay, yeah, these are people who are realizing, or they feel like they fumbled with realists on their team. They'll never get that back. You got deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. Damn. So who the fuck is this? Somebody's pissed off about this. Somebody can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody could be pissed off about the attention that you're getting, and the kind of attention. Something about you getting positive attention, accolades, recognition, or something like that. Or you being viewed as somebody who's beyond surface level, like somebody who has substance. You can be being perceived as like what the Bible describes as meek, okay? And somebody's pissed off about that. This is somebody who invested a lot in tarnishing your image. Yeah, with obsession. Remarkable. So there's something about your work, or there's something about your achievements that's remarkable, that's set apart, or your impact, your influence, how you carry yourself. This can even just be like your devotion to the divine, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what you have, no matter what you don't have. This is a rare occurrence for these people, okay, who've encountered you. It's a rare occurrence to really see somebody like who's really for real, like about their connection with the divine, like who real life is a divine feminine, who real life is a divine masculine, and it's not a bluff. That's why the bluff card is out here too. You're not bluffing. You're not pretending. This is not a performance. This is who you are. Something you want is coming towards you. Collective. Yeah, confirmation. In the near future, with the 3 of Wands, something you want is coming towards you. Despite these influences, or despite for some of you guys, some type of parental advisory, or parents, or a parent here trying to influence some type of outcome, or influence your manifestation, sidetrack you. There could be some old attachments, third parties, or peers who want to apologize to you now. Who wants to apologize to you in the near future, or it's something about them forcing some fantasizing. That could be who the fuck? Daydreaming, imagining, and fantasizing about you. Third parties, peers, attachments. There's something about a third party that's attacking you that's actually attracted to you. Lord, y'all. These are people who burn bridges with you, and you let the bridges. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, I'm levitating anyway. Yeah, heart 5. Yeah. They didn't expect for some type of decision to leave them behind to be permanent, or to, yeah, or for you to withstand or remain withdrawn this long. There's something about you withdrawing your energy longer than what these people are used to or accustomed to, okay? This is giving Taurus energy. Like, y'all know how they say when there's something about you operating on the extremes of things. Like, you can be extremely kind, extremely sweet, extremely generous, okay, extremely loyal and supportive and shit like that. But when they push you, when they flip that switch, when that switch is finally flipped, it'd be the complete opposite, like literally at the extremes. It's like if I was always there, if I was there faithfully, if I try to stick around, now it's giving I'm moving away, and I'm gonna keep moving away, and I'm gonna stay away. If I was available, now I'm unavailable, like completely. If I was all in, now I'm all out. Like this is what it's giving. This is the energy that you guys are in. It's like they can't create some type of heart fog for you anymore. Yo, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in the spirit realm. There's a lot going on, like a lot of warfare. Like there's something about how powerful you are, like at defending yourself, like in spirit. Like I really could be whooping ass for real, like in the spirit realm. Oh shit, stop. Yo, she just giving it out. This could honestly just be your angels and your ancestors as well. Okay. Mm. Hey, no, 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 no. Go sit down. Listen. Listen to what I told you. Go sit down. I'm about to get off here anyway because you're doing the most. Can you sit down? Can you sit down? Leave my pop alone. All right. Mistakes. This makes me think about is it Tam Impala or Rihanna's remake of that song You're a Whole New Person. Feel like a brand new person. And I don't care. You're in that energy. Yeah. Like I had wrote these lyrics and I said, new mind, new me, who this? Waste my time, who told you that? It ain't nothing to tell a demon to get back. And anything you borrow, you gonna pay it back. Let them talk shit until they can't no more. Let him flex, he gonna throw a fit when he can't get the cat no more. Mm. There's something about you being like a 90s fine or like 90s fine type of beauty or like a timeless beauty. Like you have a timeless